guys, and welcome back to a very special episode of What's for Supper. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ben, but every episode is very special. Well, thank you very much. But this one is especially special because Jenn is now into her third and final trimester of her pregnancy. She's been doing so well. So I thought it's only fair that we do our third and final pregnancy craving video. Now, Jenn never ceases to amaze me just how random her food cravings can be. And she didn't disappoint with this one. I mean, school food. I never would have guessed, but I guess it kind of makes sense, right? We're about to have a child and embark on this whole journey, and soon we're going to be introduced to the school life, slowly questioning the quality of the food they give our children. But that is not what today is all about. Today is giving the boss exactly what she desires. So let's pop our bags on, get to school, and let's see what the canteen has to offer. So first up, we have breakfast. We'll be serving homemade mini pancakes, scrambled egg with granola, yogurt, orange slices, and a carton of milk. Then for lunch, we have homemade SMILEY potatoes, pizza, peas, a bread roll, watermelon, and a juice box. So before we start, I just want to take a second to first of all thank you guys for all the love and support you show me. It really means so much. You know, I started this channel as an outlet to put good energy out there, make people feel good, and I didn't realize it would snowball into a profession. Now I can kind of provide, I can be around, I can be a better husband and a better father. So thank you guys for that. It really means a lot. And yes, we're in a world with so much negativity, from the news to everything to even our own minds. So we need to put ourselves in more positive situations to feel good, right? To feel love and to be able to spread love. And hopefully this is a channel for that. I've been so moved by how many of you guys have been so open through the comments about, you know, your own struggles and your ways that you can you try and find happiness. And I think that's something that we need more of, right? We need to be able to discuss this. We need to be more open about this because so many of us have our walls up. We have that resisting, no, I'm fine, everything's good, everything's great. When it's not true. We all need help. We all need to put ourselves in more situations to feel good, you know, and hopefully I can be maybe a little nudge to push to kind of put yourselves in that mindset where you might want to work on yourselves. But also I think if you want to go extra further, there's professional help, there's licensed therapists. And this is why, you know, again, I'm so privileged and proud to have this channel to be able to work with companies and brands where they support that. They really work on mental health. And today is so special because I've teamed up with the lovely guys at Cerebral, and they are online mental health care without the high costs, which I think is amazing because it shows courage to want to better yourself. But I get it. It feels like a luxury for some people with therapy, things like that. But with these guys, they're up to 3 times cheaper than traditional therapy, and they can work within your budget. They have different plans and monthly rates, all these things that really work out. And what I love is there's so much convenience. You can talk to your provider, your care counselor, your therapist in your own time, whenever you want. They can reply within 20 minutes. And I think that's such a beautiful thing because even when me and Jenn started going to therapy together, and that idea of knowing at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, I'm gonna have to be open and talk about my feelings and those kind of things that can increase anxiety for some people. But the fact that you can work on your own time with these guys, I think it's so amazing. They have medication and plans, they talk to your doctor, everything you need so you're getting the best from them. So I think that is absolutely amazing. So all you have to do is fill out a short form, answer a couple of questions, then the provider, licensed therapist or care counselor can help you pick out the right plan just for you. They have 1 of 3 memberships all around your budget. They have free phone and video chats, they have prescribed medication, free shipping, everything you need. And if you need a little bit more convincing, then 82% of their members after their second visit have found reduced anxiety. I think that's amazing. So if you want to get out there, become the best version of yourselves, and hit the link below, head over to their page, fill out the questionnaire just for $30 on your first month. So with that said, pretty sure I'm late for school, so let's kick things off with breakfast. Right, so for breakfast, look, everything has been handpicked by Jenn. We're taking a cheeky little trip down memory lane to try and recreate some of her favorite school canteen dishes. The first thing she mentioned was mini pancakes. So we're gonna need a lovely little bowl. Then we're gonna add our dry ingredients, starting with our all-purpose flour, then our baking soda and baking powder, cheeky pinch of salt, then our sugar. Then we'll give this a little mix up. Lovely jubbly, then we'll set this aside. Then we're gonna add our wet ingredients, our milk. I've gone for almond milk, melted butter, and a cheeky egg. Then we'll give it a little mix. Then we got our dry ingredients back. Then we slowly add the wet ingredients, and we keep mixing until nice and succulent and smooth and silky. Right, look at that, and our pancake mix is done. Nice and easy. All we need now is a piping bag. I don't have a piping bag, but I do have a Ziploc bag, pretty much the same thing. So we're just gonna get the mix and pour it inside. Then we'll zip it up. Look at that, now our bag of pancake mix is done. Let's pop the frying pan out. Then we got a bag of pancake mix. Then I just want to tilt it and I just want to give it the smallest little chop, just like that, tiny little one. Then we just want to very slowly and carefully squeeze small little amounts onto the frying pan. And they only need a couple of minutes per side until they get nice and brown. Right, we'll set these aside. Now let's move on to some beautiful, soft, scrambled eggs. Obviously at school they're overdone, they're a bit dry, but not in this kitchen. We're gonna make them beautiful, soft and succulent, and I'm gonna show you how now. First we need a bowl, then we're gonna put in 3 eggs. Lovely. Then we're gonna put a dash of fine salt and give it a really good mix up, guys. You know, everything tastes better with a little bit of love put into it, you know? Now let's set that aside. Get the frying pan out again. Then we'll throw in about 1 tablespoon of butter. Now, as you can see, the butter is nicely melted and starting to bubble. We're gonna throw our eggs in. We want this on a nice low heat, guys. The idea here is just to put some love and attention to it. You wanna keep mixing, take it on and off the heat. It's amazing how much flavor eggs change. When you do this kind of method and keep mixing it, keep moving it around, they do taste a lot better. As you can see, it's starting to form nice and solid there. You wanna set that aside. So now the eggs are done, let's start plating it up. We're gonna throw our eggs in the corner here. Then I'm gonna top them with a few fresh chives, just to give it a little bit of a fancy vibe. So you wouldn't get that at school, would you? Then we're gonna add our toast. Then we're gonna add our mini pancakes. A piece of butter, a dash of maple syrup. Then for a bit of health, a bit of wealth, we got our orange slices. Then we're gonna add our lovely blueberry yogurt. And last but not least, we have some lovely granola with a couple of raspberries, just to brighten it up, you know? So hopefully we'll have a very happy wife. So our lovely school breakfast is served. Right, so it is lunchtime, and the whole reason we're here doing this whole school theme is because me and Jen were reminiscing, talking about our favorite dishes, and the one thing she misses more than anything is the smiley face potatoes. Now the problem is, I tried to go everywhere to look for them, no grocery stores had them, but fear not, we can make them ourselves. And the good thing about this, obviously it's a little bit more healthy, you see what goes into it, and also it's a bit of arts and crafts, you know? This is the type of thing that I can't wait to do with our child. So all we're gonna need, as always, a big old bowl. Then I'm gonna get 1 cup of cooked mashed potatoes. Then we add a 1/4 cup of flour, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Then I'm just gonna beat an egg and then pop that in as well. I'm gonna put some smoked flaky salt, lovely bit of pepper. Then we just wanna start slowly mixing it all together. And the aim here is to mix it in until we get a nice big old ball of dough. So now that Jen's deep into her 3rd trimester, I mean, she's been doing so well. We're so close, it's crazy. We have this app that tells us each week how big the baby is, and at the moment, the baby is the size of a pineapple. There's essentially a pineapple in my wife's stomach. It's so mind-blowing, and you know, watching my wife go through this change and embrace it and just smash it. I mean, I'm falling in love with her more and more each day. I'm in absolute awe of how she is doing it, how she's so strong and how she's so powerful. And I think a lot of, fathers to be, with their partners, they watch them go through this transformation, this change, and it's so admirable and it's so incredibly inspiring. So she's doing amazing, we're doing great, I cannot wait. And on that note, we've got a lovely bit of dough going on here. Then we're gonna get some wax paper. It helps it from not sticking. Throw that down. Then we'll put our dough on top. Then we'll get another piece of wax paper and put it over the top. And then we'll just start slowly rolling it out. We want it about 1/4 inch thick. Hopefully these smiley faces will give the nice wife a nice smiley face, you know? We slowly peel back the wax paper. Now this is where I'd usually get some kind of cookie cutter, but I don't have one, but I do have a little ramekin, so we'll have to use that. So we want to make nice little circular shapes. So now we're gonna make the eyes, and for the eyes, I'm gonna get a little straw and just pop little eyes in. And then for the mouth, I'm gonna use a chopstick to just try and score a cheeky little smile out of them. There's that smile. I think they all look happy enough, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna set them aside, get the frying pan out, then we want a good amount of vegetable oil. So now the pan is nice and hot, we have our lovely smiley face. Just gonna pop her in like that, be very delicate. Right, and then we'll take them out as they get cooked. Now set the smiley faces aside. Now let's start assembling the rest of lunch. So first we'll assemble our smiley potatoes, make them look very happy. Pop a bit of ketchup down. Then we have some lovely oven ready pizza. To give it a bit of green, let's pop some peas in there. Then just in case we don't have enough brown, let's pop a little bread roll in. And then to freshen things up for dessert, let's get a lovely bit of watermelon. That is Jen's personal favorite fruit. And there you have it, our lovely school lunch. It's ready, it's good to go. Let's see if the wife is done with class. Let's get her down and serve her up her last, final pregnancy craving school style.
Oh, I'm excited.
Really feels like we're back at school, doesn't it?
It really does, but this is like the most bougie school. 1, 2, 3.
Cheers, babe.
Cheers. I forgot what milk tasted like.
I forgot how artificial these juice boxes taste like.
Let me taste. How are we giving these to children?
That's something I realised, like looking at all the school food stuff, it's not really that healthy, is it?
No.
So, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes. But for now, we're going to enjoy the brown. What was the reason behind this, babe?
Honestly, I feel like since getting pregnant, I have been feeling quite nostalgic about school, and I don't know, I'm really excited for when our child goes to school for the first time and makes friends and finds a subject they like. For some reason, I've just been craving just some
naughty school food.
Yes, but I must say this is the nicest school meal I have ever seen in my entire life.
So what do you want to start with? Obviously brekkies. Let's get some
let's
brekkies going on
breakfast.
first. Let's get out of the way. Come on. Cheers.
What kind of school food did you have?
I remember making friends with like one of the dinner ladies there. So she'd always give me like an extra bacon rasher in my bacon sandwich.
Oh my God.
So it was like, we'd get to school, it would be like bacon sandwiches, chips, fries. We'd have like biscuits and cake. Like when I think back at it, it was all kind of, it wasn't very nutritional food by any means, in any ounce of any, I can't remember having one thing that just wasn't brown.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's changing a bit now.
We'll see. I mean, can you guys comment down below what the school lunches for children are like now? Are there more vegetables?
Right, I'm gonna have a little bit of egg.
The eggs are great.
Excellent. Let's get a bit of lunchtime going on.
These are so great. He really did try and find these smiley faces. They don't sell them anymore.
They don't sell them. I mean, maybe there are somewhere, but I had to go on the McCain website and they're like, there's nothing within 25 miles of your radius. So I had to make them myself. I never thought I'd have to be in this predicament. They're quite hard, actually.
Yeah. I'm so impressed.
Some of them look a bit, you know, a bit confused, but then it's thrown upside down. Cheers, babe.
Potatoes in the shape of smileys.
Fantastic. You know, it looks like we've got loads of brown, but don't worry, guys, we've got some peas.
Also, zero nutrition.
No nutrition.
I remember they used to have pizza for breakfast at my school, and it was my favorite. I was like, yes, we're having like lunch food for breakfast.
For parents though, when your child gets used to having pizza for breakfast, they go home, they're like, well, mummy and daddy, I want pizza for breakfast. So babe, this is officially our last pregnancy craving video.
Is it?
Well, I guess so, because we were doing it per trimester.
That's true.
But we can do another one,
a
if you
final
guys
one.
really need one.
Yeah, if you guys want a final encore. We've got lots of cravings.
The cravings are never the problem, there's always inspiration behind that.
Yeah, true.
Too many options. So we're gonna keep enjoying this. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Cerebral for sponsoring this video. As always, I've been Ben, you've been amazing. Thank you to my lovely wife for joining me, for dropping food onto her belly. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, I've had enough. I'm done.
That was good, Rue.